Putin has demanded the rest of Ukraine's Donetsk region as part of a ceasefire deal, shares Zelensky. Zelensky has said that Russia wants Ukraine to withdraw from the entire eastern region of Donetsk as part of a ceasefire deal in advance of a meeting between Russian leader Vladimir Putin and United States President Donald Trump in Alaska. Now, doing so would hand Russia almost the entirety of the Donbas, which is the collective name for Ukraine's eastern industrial heartland that also includes neighboring Luhansk. The region comprises Ukraine's industrial heartland that Putin has long coveted. Zelensky shared that Putin wants the remaining 30%, which is 9,000 square kilometers of the region. However, Zelensky vowed that Ukraine would never leave the Donbas, warning that Putin's troop could use it as a springboard for a future invasion. Zelensky said that this is what occurred in 2014 when Russia illegally annexed the Crimean Peninsula. Notably, Donbas has seen some of the fiercest fighting in the 3.5-year-old war. For Zelensky, Donbas is too strategically important to give up because it is a heavily fortified area that protects Ukraine's central cities. Donbas is predominantly Russian-speaking, and after Russia seized Crimea in 2014, its proxy forces captured more than a third of Ukraine's east in a war that never came to an end. Until the mid-19th century, the Donbas was scarcely populated, but it became one of the most important hubs of Russian industrialization because of its coal reserves. By conquering all of Donbas, Russia also gains Mariupol's port access with links to Crimean and the Mediterranean. The Donbas was not a part of Ukraine during its brief spell of independence in 1918, but it was incorporated into the Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic after the Russian Civil War. However, Russia has long coveted the area and illegally annexed it in the first year of the full-scale invasion, even though it did not control much of it at the time. Moreover, the Kremlin portrays the region's ethnic Russians and Russian speakers as oppressed, justifying intervention to defend them. While Luhansk and Donetsk may broadly be Russian-speaking, reports suggest that they are no longer pro-Russian. Now, experts hold that the region's economic importance mattered less to Russia than to Ukraine if it wanted to be economically independent. A takeover of Donbas would make Ukraine permanently dependent on Russia politically, culturally, and economically. Now, Zelensky said he wanted Putin instead to agree to a ceasefire on the current front lines and for both sides to return all prisoners of war and missing children before any discussion about territory and the future security of the country. Any question of territory cannot be separated from security guarantees, he said. Now, Zelensky has said that Russia was desperately trying to show it was winning the war and that the Kremlin wanted to create a certain narrative, especially in the American media, that Russia is moving forward and Ukraine is losing by mounting sabotage attacks on the Donbas region. Now, in the run-up to the Trump-Putin summit, Zelensky said he did not believe that Donald Trump supported Russia's demands, and he expressed hope that the US leader would act as an honest mediator when he meets Putin in Alaska.